My name's Jill Wright and I'm one of the directors at Kirk Newsholme. So we're accountancy, tax and business practice, and we operate from Thorpe Park Trading Estate near the Springs Shopping Centre in North Leeds.
I'm the development manager here at Kirk Newsholme, and part of my responsibility here is to sort of look after our new trainees, apprentices coming into the firm, and help set their study plans and just see them through their study journey till the point of being qualified. We have vacancies annually for our trainee positions. We usually recruit annually for a September intake, and the recruitment process for that usually starts around January time each year. Usually we collect those applications in, we go through a recruitment process where there'd be shortlisting and then a first interview process, second interview, and we're usually making offers around, I'd say, the sort of May time. We sometimes have availability to start people over the summer if that's an option that they want to consider, or we start them in September. We do often have other apprenticeships on offer throughout the year as well. Sometimes we open up for tax apprenticeships, and that might be earlier on in the year. It's just a case of checking our website, kirknewsholme.co.uk, and you can see all our listings on there. So we advertise our vacancies across quite a wide range of jobs boards. So we start with various different colleges and schools and universities in Leeds and across Yorkshire. So it's always worth looking first of all at the school that you're at to see if there's anything advertised from us there. We also advertise vacancies for trainee positions on the ICAEW jobs board, the ACCA jobs board. I believe that UCAS now have a jobs board, and I've just started using that. I've already seen some applications for our tax traineeship on that jobs board. The National Apprenticeship website, which I know many young people use as a pointer that they're given from their schools. So a wide range. Also the AAT have a jobs board as well, because that's often the first qualification that people are doing. It's worth looking on there to find our details, but everything is also listed on our website.
Last year I think we had about 180 applications, and we were suggesting that we probably had 4 positions available at that particular time. We look at them all individually and we try and reduce them down to about 20, somewhere between 20 and 25. But if I take school leavers or new graduates, for example, a lot of those people have not got a lot of experience in accountancy or tax at all. So we can't quiz them technically or anything like that, because that would be totally unfair. When we look at graduates, for example, we could be choosing a graduate who's done a fine art qualification or a history qualification, not necessarily an accountancy qualification. So we tend to not focus on those key skills at that stage. We focus on whether somebody's going to fit in at Kirk Newsholme. We're then obviously looking for people who want to further their career, people who want to work hard, people who want to work as a team. Do your research and find out more about the types of practice. So that would be my first piece of advice. But try and find a firm that you think would fit with you personally. Don't just go for a particular name. Find somewhere that works for you location-wise, because when you're studying and working, you don't want to be spending all day travelling either. So find a location that's good for you. Enthusiasm. I absolutely love people who are enthusiastic. When I interview people, I don't want that process to be hard work. The purpose of an interview really is for the candidate to get to know more about Kirk Newsholme, and for me or whoever else is interviewing to get to know more about that candidate. So be enthusiastic. Have lots of questions prepared. You can't ask too many questions. Be enthusiastic, ask questions, do your research, don't use cut and paste. I think they'd be my main tips.
I'd say know your stuff and do some research. It always stands out on an application if people can tell us why they want to come into accountancy. So we're looking for people who've got passion for the industry. So perhaps see if we're holding any careers events ourselves. So we often do an insight evening around the time of our recruitment process kicking off. So usually around sort of early February. People can join that call if it's a remote event, or they can come in. Sometimes we hold it. Obviously, COVID has stopped us in recent years, but if we can get people in, we will do. And that's an opportunity for people to come and have a sort of face-to-face conversation with us, really. Find out a little bit more about us, about how we work, about our departments, just so that you can then say what it is that interests you about accountancy. You know, is there a specific department you want to work in? What is it that you enjoy or you feel you'll enjoy about working in accountancy? I think that would really stand out on your application if we can see that you've got that passion there. The opportunities for apprentices once they've finished their apprenticeship are limitless, really. I mean, a lot of people ask me at careers fairs, it's quite a common question, is what happens when the apprenticeship is finished? And I think some people assume that, you know, the apprenticeship's finished, have I still got a job at the end of it? Very much so. I mean, we've offered you the job at the time of the, you know, offering you that after the interview process. The job is yours then. It's not just the apprenticeship, it's what comes beyond that. So you will progress through your apprenticeship and through your study. All that time you'll be given opportunities to work on clients and become more independent with your work, being given more responsibility as you progress. And then once you qualify, again, the progression just keeps going, really. If we can see that somebody is wanting those opportunities and is working to that level, then the opportunities are going to keep coming and being given to them. We've had, just to give you a few examples as well, we've had people come in who've started at apprenticeship level, who've really worked their way up the company into senior positions now. And it's lovely to see that, you know, there's still a lot of people here who started off back then, who've progressed to become part of the management team.
And from my point of view, if that person works well, fits into the team, I want them to stay at Kirk Newsholme for a long time. Say a school leaver, age 18, starting with us this month, like we've just had a group of trainees start. Where can they get to in the firm? There is no ceiling to where those people can get to. So the batch of trainees that have just started with us, they could be future directors, leaders of the firm. There is no limit. It's down to them and the work that they achieve.